here at the 2025 Mr. Olympia with my good friend John from Titan Medical.
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. And this video is going to be a little different than what I normally do because I want to talk about, John, life outside of bodybuilding.
Yes.
For me, I'll give a story. People have heard bits and pieces, John. Me and my wife couldn't have children. Gets me emotional to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor, Women's Health in Greensboro, North Carolina,
Yep.
and they looked at, I thought I'm there to support my wife.
Right.
And they're like, Steven, you got the problem. And I'm like, oh shit. And I had been off all testosterone for 2 years. Numbers had been coming back 14, John.
Ooh.
I had no testosterone.
Oh.
And I was so in the grind of work that I didn't even realize how bad I felt. And I'm still walking around about 270.
Right.
I was big, but a little more body fat.
Right.
And so I'm like, what is wrong with me? And then they're asking me questions, detailed questions. And so they said, hey, Steven, we've got to fix you, basically.
Right.
And so shortly after that, they put me on all this medicine, HCG, HMG, Clomid,
Yeah.
and we got pregnant.
Yeah.
After that, I took it upon myself. I didn't want to go to a primary care physician.
Right.
And I hit you guys up.
Right.
And I want to let everybody know that Titan Medical has been a godsend for me.
Thank you.
And I don't really care what anyone does, but it's a big deal to do it the right way, to do prescription.
I agree. Doctor monitor.
Yeah.
Making sure your health is number one, because your internal better be look just as good as the external.
Right.
If not better. Right. Because that's what it takes for you to live an optimal, healthy life. You know, hormones are the directors of everything inside your body, from sleep, the way you feel, mental, sexual, physical. So it's all about hormonic balance inside the body and optimization and making sure everything is harmonic balance, not just one thing.
John, tell everybody, is there a big difference between getting compounded pharmacy prescription versus getting something that you don't know where it came from?
Oh man, of course. I mean, when you get it from a US licensed compounding pharmacy, they've got certain standards, they've got regulatory looking at them, so you know what you get is what you're gonna get. When you get something from your buddy or from the gym or whoever, at that point, you don't know where it comes from.
Sure.
You have no idea about testing or anything like that, and most of it's injectable, so you're
Sure.
injecting it in you. So you're playing a game of Russian roulette. You don't know what's underdosed, you don't know what's in it, endotoxins, whatever. So it's really key to be able to have confidence, especially as we get older, right?
Absolutely.
To have confidence that this is what we say it's going to be. It's a great product. It's going to work just like I said.
Sure.
And it's going to do what we need.
Sure.
Right? Instead of, you know what, we don't know what's going to be. It's Russian roulette. Let's see what we got.
I think it's money well spent, John.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm big on my blood work.
Yes.
So sometimes you guys will recheck me.
Absolutely.
And I make it a point to minimum every 6 months blood work.
Yep.
But sometimes I even do it more frequent because y'all were doing a recheck. And it used to kind of drive me crazy.
I know.
But I will tell you, it is a peace of mind
Right.
to know that you're okay.
Right.
And the funny thing about it is, we're at the Mr. Olympia 2025, and a lot of the bodybuilders are coming up to me saying, Steven, you look great. What are you doing? And when I tell them
Yeah.
that, first of all, get your blood work done.
Right.
So many people neglect that. But I think they're scared to go get checked.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I mean, when I started it, 13 years ago, the blood, I wanted to make very inexpensive. One, because I had a ton of friends that were in the bodybuilding industry.
Sure.
They would go to a general practitioner and say, they're like, get off the steroids, or we're not going to run those tests. Even general practitioners now won't run those tests. So to have a peace of mind for somebody to come in, not feel like they're going to get scolded, right, and be able to get checked out and see what's going on. Even if they're on a Titan Medical Center program, at least they know what's going on. They
Right.
can make decisions what they want to do, educate decisions.
Sure.
And going forward. So,
John, do you have any advice for somebody maybe who is scared to call you guys or anything like that?
yeah.
It's so easy. What do they need to do?
All you have to do is call or text 727-389-3220, or you can go to the website, TitanMedicalCenter.com, and fill out the contact us. We're going to call you. We're going to talk to you. We'll go over whatever you want. Everybody has different goals and different things they're trying to achieve, or they might not know what they need. But we ask them certain questions of how they're feeling or how their energy is, and we'll go down that path together.
Right.
The best advice I can tell you guys is don't delay. You have one life to live. Why not have the best quality of life for as long as you can live, instead of living, or waking up tired every day after you slept 10, 12 hours, or not have the energy to play with your kids, or be with your wife, or not even perform in the bedroom, and then your wife's like, hey, what's going on? So these are all things that should motivate people to want to call Titan,
Right.
get optimized. So, they're feeling great every single day and performing their best inside the bedroom, outside the bedroom, in the boardroom, outside the boardroom, in the gym, right? Because it's not about getting jacked up. It's about being healthy, but putting on that good lean muscle too as well.
Well, it's not just about being jacked and the physical. I feel like most people neglect the inner.
Absolutely.
And how they feel. And as a man,
Yes.
so many men are insecure.
Yes.
People think of a woman being worried about her looks. I feel like more men are worried about that than women. And this, me and you've had a lot of conversations about this. I always tell the doctor, I want my blood work to be as good as possible, but I do want to be as optimal as possible.
Of course.
I want to be at the highest mark I can be and healthy.
Right.
And so I want people to realize you can do this legally and healthy.
Absolutely.
And yes, it's a cost, but is it peace of mind? But John, one thing I want to ask you, because I'm a very family-oriented person.
Right.
I didn't realize Titan Medical, first of all, it's always you and your wife.
Yes.
And you remind me of me and my wife.
Yes.
But then I didn't realize the crew is a lot of your people from years before Titan Medical.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've had people before Titan Medical Center was there, and I was telling these guys about it years before what I was going to put together. Obviously there's a couple here. There's been people here that have worked 8 or 9 years for me just in events like this. I mean, and even having Michael Hearn for the past 3 years, right? Who's the king of longevity at 57 years old and looks and lives stronger than most people out there, right? He was the standard of what I wanted, right? So that just added right through and through. The Titan, joining the Titan Medical Center family. And then, having everybody out there, just want to be better. And that's what the Titan lifestyle is all about, man. It's all about being better and doing good and then growing as a family, the Titan family. So yeah, I'm blessed to have some of these team members around me for so long. And the new team members, they're just as good. So hopefully they'll be around just as long or even longer.
So first of all, I've always been a fan of Mike. I was a sponsor of a show many years ago, and he came to my hometown in Burlington, North Carolina, for a little local show to guest post. Yeah. And the funny thing about it was me and my wife had to be out of town. So I'm like part of the show, and I met Mike. Mike follows me and stuff like that, and the nicest guy, writes me motivating stuff. Yeah. And I love that. I don't think you can have a better man for the brand, for longevity. He looks absolutely amazing. But at the end of the day, John, what I love about you guys is, me and you talked about this earlier, the power of collaboration.
Absolutely.
And then John will tell you, there's plenty of companies. At the end of the day, there's other gym equipment companies.
Right.
We just want to see people do better, feel optimal, and do it legally.
Do it the right way. Yeah,
do it the right way.
Absolutely.
So it's one of those things I want people to realize. Make sure, call Titan, go to your doctor, do something, but be very careful. I'm just so big on my health now. I'm a father of 2 young kids, and my longevity is based around them and my wife. And me and you got to be here. And I feel like guys like us are inspiring to others.
Yes.
Because what was life like, John? But what did you do before Titan Medical?
So Titan Medical Center, before that, I was working at a major marketing advertising company, and I had another business on the side. So that's what I was doing, but that wasn't my real passion.
Yeah.
I was good at it. I made a lot of money in that field, but at that point, it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Sure.
So when I had the opportunity, I seen what we could do with this, I was like, I'm all in. This is what I want to do, and I'm happy to do it. That's why I'm still here 13 years ago. You'll see me interacting, talking with people.
You're always here.
I don't care. At any event, I want to be there. I want to make sure the quality standards there. I want to make sure that people understand, hey, listen, I came from nothing, and I am really respectful and humble if everybody can come up and to be a part of this or even ask to be a part of it.
Sure.
When I see somebody that wears a tight shirt or wants a tight shirt, I'm like, dude, that's I'm like, man, for real?
Last question, John. Did you ever think, I remember seeing y'all back when I started with you guys, and then to come up. And my company's the same way. People don't realize my story dates back to 2006.
Wow.
So a lot of people come up to me and they're like, Steven, you're like God in the gym equipment world now. And I don't feel that way at all.
No, right?
Yeah,
right. Like that.
And I'm like, but did you think Titan was going to be what Titan is today 10, 15 years ago?
Never. Okay. So, me and my wife talk about this all the time. We never thought it was going to be to the extent of what it is now.
Right.
I did talk to my wife when we was probably about a month in and we had a cell phone. The cell phone wasn't ringing, obviously.
Sure.
And she's like, hey, do you think this thing is going to ring? And I told her this. She'll tell you. I said, you know what, honey, there's going to be a day where that phone don't stop ringing. So I knew that was gonna happen. I didn't know how fast it was gonna
Sure.
just come up like that.
Sure.
And what it was gonna be. But hey, we're still on this ride, still on this journey. So I'm just keeping my head down,
Right.
working forward and progressing
Right.
because that's what I want to do. So cutting edge therapies, we're not just cookie cuttered here. It's all personalized regimens. And then looking for the latest, greatest. Because it's not just for the patients. I'm patient zero. I want the latest, greatest for me. I want the longevity. You know what the thing is as we go through life, priorities change.
Sure.
Younger guys, right? We have the Superman mentality, and we don't want family or to be around. We want to get big or we want to do this or that. As you get older and you have a family, then that's the priority. Your wife, your kids, being able to interact with them, have those memories, make those memories, and live a fulfilled life, right?
And
A
there's
happy
peace
life.
of mind, John, of doing it legally.
Dude, that's the number
That's
one
the
thing.
number one
you
thing.
can travel with it. Like I said, you know what you're getting. People nowadays, they just throw it around. It's a felony if
Sure.
you get caught with a controlled substance
Right.
still. If there's a police officer that says, I don't like this, and what it is.
Right. One thing I want to tell you, and I'll close with this. I kid you guys not. When I started my gym equipment, and it was a side hustle at first.
Yeah.
I started posting 5 ads a night, then 10 ads, all off Craigslist for free.
Oh, nice.
I had no money
You
for
gotta
that.
do it. You got a resource, you know?
I used to, you can ask my wife, I got up to 400 ads at one time. And I was constantly hovering around 400 ads. And I would pray to wake up for one phone call. And it's what you said, and this is why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And then there was a time, she'll tell you, that the phone wouldn't stop ringing, and I would have chunked the phone. But I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful
Right.
for that phone ringing.
Absolutely.
And I just love to see businesses like this.
Yeah.
And I hope we inspire people to live out your dream,
Yeah.
to be the best you can be. And that's what I wanted to make this
Yeah.
video with him. Be optimal, do great things. And John's my Greek brother.
I appreciate it. Of course,
So,
man.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
what
it
you do for the industry, but I appreciate what you do for me because hormone replacement and stuff like that, life outside of bodybuilding, truly changed my life. Thank you, brother.
Of course, anytime, man, anytime.